Carl Gustav Jung, a pioneering figure in the field of psychology, developed into the depth of the human psyche, uncovering layers of unconscious material that shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Among his profound contributions is the concept of anima and animus, archetypal representations of the feminine and masculine principles that exist within each individual. Jung's exploration of these archetypes was heavily influenced by his deep interest in Eastern philosophies, particularly Hinduism and yoga. In fact, he initially referred to these archetypes as Shiva and Shakti, drawing inspiration from the rich symbolism and wisdom of the East. The anima and animus represent the complementary aspects of the psyche, reflecting the interplay of duality found in both Eastern and Western traditions. In Eastern philosophy, the principles of male-female and consciousness energy are symbolically depicted in various forms, such as the yin and yang in Taoism or the Shiva-Shakti union in Tantra. Similarly, Jung recognized the symbolic nature of these archetypes and emphasized their profound influence on an individual's psychological development, behavior, and spiritual growth. This essay aims to explore the psychological concepts of the anima and animus, shedding light on Jung's inspiration from Hinduism and yoga, and the initial association of these archetypes with Shiva and Shakti. We will delve into the principle of symbolic representation, examining how the duality of male-female and consciousness energy finds expression in both Eastern traditions and Western psychological approaches. Furthermore, we will uncover research findings and examples that demonstrate the recognition and impact of the anima animus archetypes in human psyche development, in behavior and spiritual exploration. By delving into the integration of these archetypes within ourselves, we gain valuable insight into our inner worlds and embark on a path of self-discovery and transformation. A brief overview of Carl Gustav Jung's contribution to psychology. Carl Gustav Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, made significant contributions to the field of psychology, expanding our understanding of the human mind and psyche. Jung's ideas, often referred to as analytical psychology, went beyond the traditional psychoanalytic theories of his contemporary Sigmund Freud. Here is a brief overview of some of Jung's key contributions. Concept of the collective unconscious. Jung proposed the existence of a collective unconscious, a deep layer of the psyche that contains shared universal experiences and symbols. He believed that this collective unconscious shapes our behavior, emotions, and dreams, and is expressed through archetypes including the anima and animus. Archetypes and the individuation process. Jung introduced the concept of archetypes, universal patterns of symbols that exist in the collective unconscious. These archetypes, such as the shadow, persona, and self, influence our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. Jung saw individuation as the process of integrating these unconscious elements to achieve wholeness and personal growth. Psychological types and the Myers-Briggs type indicator. Jung's work on personality types laid the foundation for the development of the Myers-Briggs type indicator. He identified 4 primary psychological functions: thinking, feeling, sensation, intuition, and 2 attitudes, introversion and extraversion, which form the basis for understanding individual differences in personality. Dream analysis and symbolism. Jung emphasized the significance of dreams as a pathway to the unconscious mind. He developed methods of dream analysis, exploring the symbolic meaning of dream images and their relationship to an individual psyche and personal development. Active imagination and creative expression. Jung recognized the importance of creative expression and active imagination as tools for self-discovery and psychological healing. He encouraged individuals to engage in artistic activities such as painting, writing, and sculpting as a means of exploring their inner world and facilitating personal growth. Integration of Eastern philosophies. Jung's interest in Eastern philosophies, particularly Hinduism and yoga, had a profound influence on his work. He incorporated concepts from these traditions such as anima animus archetypes and the principle of duality into his psychological theories, bridging the gap between Eastern and Western perspectives. Jung's contribution to psychology have had a lasting impact, shaping our understanding of the human psyche, the importance of the unconscious mind, and the quest for self-discovery and individuation. His theories continue to inspire and influence various therapeutic approaches and fields of study, offering valuable insights into the complexities of human nature and the path towards psychological well-being. Introduction of the concept of anima animus and its significance. The concept of anima and animus, introduced by Carl Gustav Jung, represents the feminine and masculine aspects of the human psyche, respectively. These archetypes exist within every individual, regardless of biological gender, and play a significant role in shaping our psychological development and behavior. Understanding the anima and animus is crucial for gaining insight into the intricate interplay between our conscious and unconscious selves. The anima archetype embodies the feminine qualities within the male psyche. It represents the unconscious feminine attributes such as sensitivity, emotionality, intuition, and creativity. Similarly, the animus archetype represents the masculine qualities within the female psyche, including assertiveness, rationality, logic, and ambition. Jung emphasized that these archetypes are not mere stereotypes or gender roles, but rather a complex symbols that reflect the underlying energies and potentialities of the unconscious. The anima and animus serve as mediators between the conscious and unconscious realms. They influence our perceptions, attitudes, and relationships. When integrated harmoniously, they contribute to a sense of psychological balance and wholeness. However, when underdeveloped or repressed, they can manifest as psychological imbalances, projections into others, or an inability to engage with the opposite gender in a healthy manner. Exploring and integrating the anima animus archetypes has profound implications for personal growth and relationships. Recognizing and acknowledging these unconscious aspects allows for a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. It opens doors to self-reflection, increased self-awareness, and the potential for expanded consciousness. By embracing the qualities represented by the anima animus, individuals can access a wide range of human potential and find a greater balance and authenticity in their lives. Moreover, the anima animus archetypes hold spiritual significance. They represent the connection to the broader collective unconscious, transcending personal identity and tapping into universal human experiences. Through engaging with the anima animus archetypes, individuals embark on a journey of self-discovery, confronting their own depths and embracing the multidimensional nature of the psyche. Underdeveloped animus in women. Dependency and underdeveloped animus may result in a tendency to depend excessively on others, seeking external validation and guidance. This can lead to a lack of assertiveness and decision-making, autonomy, relying on others to define her identity and make important choices. Lack of self-confidence. A woman with an underdeveloped animus may struggle with self-confidence and self-esteem. She may doubt her abilities, downplay her achievements, and feel insecure in expressing her opinions or desires. This can hinder their personal and professional growth. Emotional volatility. An underdeveloped animus can contribute to emotional volatility and mood swings. Unresolved inner conflicts and a lack of emotional integration may result in unpredictable emotional reactions, making it challenging to maintain stable relationships. Difficulty setting boundaries. With an underdeveloped animus, a woman may find it challenging to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. She may have a tendency to be overly accommodating, neglecting her own needs, and sacrificing personal boundaries to please others. Lack of assertiveness and independence. An underdeveloped animus may lead to a diminished sense of assertiveness and independence. The woman may struggle to express her opinions, assert her needs, and make decisions confidently. This can result in a reliance on others for guidance and a limited sense of personal agency. Disconnection from logical thinking. The animus archetype encompasses logical thinking and problem-solving abilities. When underdeveloped, a woman may experience a disconnection from these aspects, relying more on emotions and intuition. This can hinder her ability to approach situations analytically and make rational decisions. Difficulty embracing independence and a career pursuit. An underdeveloped animus may manifest as a hesitation or difficulty in pursuing independence and a career. The woman may face internal conflicts around asserting her professional ambitions and may struggle to navigate the balance between personal and professional roles. Underdeveloped anima in man. Emotional disconnection. An underdeveloped anima may lead to a significant disconnection from emotions and a limited emotional range. The man may struggle to identify, express, and understand his own feelings, which can hinder his ability to connect deeply with others on an emotional level. Difficulty in forming intimate relationships. With an underdeveloped anima, a man may struggle to form intimate and meaningful relationships. He may have difficulty emphasizing with others, understanding their emotions, and expressing vulnerability, leading to a sense of emotional distance and challenges in forming deep connections. Stereotypical masculinity. An underdeveloped anima can contribute to the adherence to stereotypical masculine behaviors and attitudes. The man may display an excessive emphasis on aggression, dominance, and competitiveness, while suppressing qualities such as empathy, nurturing, and sensitivity. Lack of creativity and imagination. The anima archetype is closely associated with creativity, imagination, and accessing the deeper layers of the unconscious. When underdeveloped, a man may experience a limited sense of creativity and may struggle to tap into his imaginative potential, resulting in a more rigid and conventional mindset. One-sided perspectives. An underdeveloped anima may lead to one-sided perspectives and a limited understanding of the world. The man may be inclined toward black and white thinking, lacking the ability to see shades of gray or consider alternative viewpoints, which can hinder his personal growth and the development of more nuanced perspectives. Inability to appreciate beauty and aesthetics. The anima archetype is connected to an appreciation of beauty, aesthetics, and the arts. When underdeveloped, a man may have difficulty connecting with and appreciating these aspects of life, resulting in a diminished capacity to engage with art, music, nature, and other forms of beauty. Lack of self-reflection and introspection. An underdeveloped anima can contribute to a lack of self-reflection and introspection. The man may have limited insight into his own thoughts, motivations, and inner world, making it challenging to engage in self-exploration and personal growth. The concept of the anima and animus is a fundamental aspect of Jungian psychology. These archetypes represent the feminine and masculine aspects within each individual and influence our psychological development, behavior, and relationships. Recognizing and integrating the anima animus archetypes is crucial for achieving psychological wholeness, expanding consciousness, and embarking on a profound journey of self-discovery.